Okay, so I guess it's working. Wow, the first time I'm able to go live. Okay. Hello. I'm actually earlier than I normally am. I guess I should start from the beginning for those who may not be aware. Welcome. I am a cosmic messenger. I come in peace. So there's information on my website about all the stuff that I'm talking about, how the experience has been. But today, I'm coming earlier. So normally what happens is there's information that comes to me from Ascended Master El Morya. So I'm the Jewell. That's my name. And that's or he's on this side, right? That's El Morya in the background. And so the information will come through, and that's been recorded before, and those are called live transmissions, where he comes through and just uses my voice. So I don't know what he's going to say beforehand. And even when it's being said, I don't even know what's being said. So I always say it just bypasses my brain. And so, but then the last one I did, which has probably been a week now, was like that all the information's been out there. So there's nothing else that's going to come through. And I'm like, okay. But then I was being told to keep doing this website and this information. And now it could just be me talking. And anyways, I'm getting into more of the story of it because it's so funny that if you're still listening because you're still curious about what I'm saying, that it's so funny that hopefully you've laughed already because you know what I'm talking about, right? You know, right? I don't need to tell you. Do I need? Oh my gosh, that's why I'm laughing because they're saying, no, they're saying, come on, come on. They're like, the Jewel, come on. You think everybody there knows? I'm like, of course. They have to know. Come on. Right? You're all in on it too. Like you're in on the ruse. Like we're all in this together. Come on. Oh my gosh. Because the other thought is that there's people here that we think we need to save or we need to help wake them up. Oh my gosh. Come on. Come on. We all know that that's not true, that this is all just a game we're all playing, right? We know that it's all fake. We've created this whole thing to try to tell people the truth about who we are, who I am, right? We created this whole thing. Come on, because we think there's people who still don't get it. Oh my God. So they're like, okay, just go make a video and tell people what you're telling us. And I'm like, people are going to be laughing their heads off. So, if this video does get edited later, oh my gosh, I'm laughing at the human part of me. So again, my human part thinks that what I'm saying, there's a doubt in my human part. But if this video gets edited later, this would be where the new start would be. So I'm the Jewel. I've been the one who's been receiving messages, working with El Morya, as you can see his picture. And accessing certain places and information and letting you know that it's all true, that everything is true. Everything I'm saying is true. It's already done. It's already on the blog. It's already on the website. It's all there. But I'm supposed to keep reminding you. Come on, it's too funny. Oh my gosh, I have to keep reminding you that it's all true. What I'm telling you is true. So, the different websites that are referenced, the teachings will come to you. You'll know. You'll know. That's what's so funny. You'll just know. So again, I can't tell you, oh, here's step A, B, C, and D. I'm just telling you it's all true. This entire experience of the I am presence and who I am. and feeling it all and knowing everything that's happening at once in the entire like metaverse. It's hilarious. Oh my gosh. So I'm going to just put it out there as well because, so I'm just going to say it. Yeah. I'm also, I believe you would use the word high. So how I see it, there's two possibilities, right? I think there's only two possibilities of truth. So the first possibility, right? This is, I think, what everybody's going to, and it's so funny. Come on, it's so funny when I tell you. But the first possibility that most people are going to go with is like, oh, he's just a pothead. He's just a pothead. And so there's going to be those people who go, he's just a pothead. Like, and when he's high, he thinks he created everything and he thinks we all did the same thing. And right, like, it's just because he's high. And so I go, okay, maybe that's true. Maybe it is just because I'm high. And then I'm like, well, but the stories that and the things that I know, like, don't you think I would have that same, like, okay, what I'm saying is like, there's an answer for everything that I think at all times. There's an answer. There's a reason for everything that's happening. And I see it all. And I know it all. And I talk to it all. And I question it all. And there's answers for all of those things too. So I'm either this freaking genius who, when he gets high, is a freaking genius, and I should be writing major motion pictures, right? I should be writing soap operas. I should be writing because I could be nonstop telling everything that's happening at once, right? So that's the first one. And then again, I end it with thinking like, well, but if that's true, that I'm just a pothead who just has this great imagination, like, wouldn't I still have that great imagination when I'm not high? Like, wouldn't there, like, right? Don't you think I'd have that genius ability to, like, at all times, I could be, like, saying everything? So I go, that's interesting because, yeah, I would think that that ability and that level of genius and awareness, I would have at all times. And because I don't have that awareness at all times, I don't think it's just because I'm high, right? That I know all this stuff and I have an answer for everything, right? It's like, okay, so then if that's number one, the other two, the answer for number two, stop. I don't know why. Stop. My gosh, El Morya, anyways, so then the second possibility, he's like, look how your fingers make a letter V for victory. The second possibility is that everything I'm telling you is true. That all of the answers, one, that they're out there. The second thing is, which is on this, in my blog, or whatever it's called on the website, the podcast, who knows what it's called on the website, but it's all there about how the information you'll find it and you'll follow it, the threads. But yes, most of it is in the Ascended Master's teachings. So again, I'm saying, so either I'm just this high guy with this, fucking freaking amazing, I shouldn't probably swore, this amazing imagination. Somebody will have to edit that out or bleep it out. It's 9:21 is the time. Just the time, record it. So I have this freaking amazing imagination, or everything I'm saying is true. Meaning that I'm telling you that a lot of the stuff is in the decrees. And even happened for me today. So again, you'll be guided to which decrees to read. And so today I read the one I decreed was the contract and why I'm here and what's happening. Like, it's all there. That's what I'm saying. And so again, and so part of also this transmission is that I'm supposed to also say that as well, is that like, I'm telling you everything that's true. It's all true. It's all out there, like the information. And so the person that's the jewel started a lot of this because of reaching out to other people and saying, like, are you having this experience? Or, and their response didn't always, basically there was like two organizations. And so, the one of them, he wrote this, again, being in this space, this amazing letter of greeting about like the mission and why they're here and what they're doing. And, like, again, it'd be like if you had to prove to somebody you haven't seen in a long time that you went to school with, like things you would tell them, right? Like that's what it was about, right? So you would tell them, like, remember we were in so and so's class and we did this and we went there, right? So it's kind of the same thing. So I wrote these letters, and the response was like, oh, you must be the dark side. When all my letters said was like, hey, we're both here for this reason, and is your human having this really wild, fantastic experience or what? And they're just like, oh no, we don't want to talk to you. So I'm being told to record that to say, like, not that they're jealous, but that they're definitely they don't like that I'm saying the truth. Because then and so they're like, so then again, there's an answer for everything. So then I go, okay, fine. Then what do you want me to do? They're like, okay, oh, we want you to go live. You're not going to go live. You're not going to go live. I'm like, yeah, I'm going to do the live thing. They're like, no, you're not. Because you think it's so stupid. You're just like, come on. There's really not people out there who don't believe it. Right? Come on. There can't be people. Oh my gosh. So so they're telling me to keep saying, like, so if you're watching this, oh my gosh, no, come on, you can't be watching it by now. You don't still believe it. Oh my gosh, that's why. Oh my gosh, I'm laughing because they're telling me, like, people are going to keep watching this because they don't believe. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh. I'm like, no, I'm just making a fool of myself. That's why people are going to watch it. They're like, no, they don't believe. Again, that's what I mean. There's an answer for everything. There's an answer for everything. And people are just going to think I'm crazy or high or something. Oh my gosh. Hopefully my hair looks good. See, I can't be that high or whatever. How do oh my gosh. Because there's an answer for everything. Every single thing I say, there's an answer in my head. And it's happening all the time. Oh my gosh. And they're saying, you're not going to tell, they're like, we don't, like, they're kind of joking with me. They're like, oh, come on. Really? They're like, come on. You're not going to say it. I'm like, I'm going to say it. Yeah, I'm going to tell people it's true. It's all true. They're like, no. Yeah, I'm going to say it. I did the website. Keep referencing that. I believe it's in the blog posts. Information about how it started for me. Why I'm sharing this now, I don't know. And they're telling me because you're not going to tell people. I'm telling you all, it's all true. It's all true. It's all true. Everything I'm talking about. Everything that's already out there about the I am presence. It's all true. It is all true. For those of you who have read some, and not felt this experience yet, it is all true. Soon you will experience it as well. We thank those of you who have stayed with us on this journey. The human part of me is back because I'm aware of what's happening, and I'm supposed to say for the recording that is the ship speaking, mothership, for lack of a better word. It's the mothership that's speaking. So yeah, the entity is the ship. Is the entity. Yeah, makes sense. Again, in this world, it makes sense. That's what's speaking. So I'm going to allow it to come back. You have all done a good job. You are being led here. You are watching because you know what is happening. It is strengthening our bond. This is the human again, the jewel. No, there can't be people who are doubting. No, no, no. No, come on. There can't be people doubting. No, come on. Oh my gosh, I guess people are saying something. Oh my gosh. Yes. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. If you're still, who is it? Michael, it looks like. Oh my gosh. So, forget the story, forget my website, forget all the stuff. So the basic thing is, so I'm live right now on YouTube. I think I'm live. I don't even, whatever. It's always been an issue with me with technology. So I go by the name The Jewell. This is Ascended Master. Where is he? El Morya. So he's an enlightened being that's like coming to help us all to make the ascension in this embodiment. And anyways, so it's either that I'm either a high. So when actually not even when I'm high, but when I get high, I access this entirely huge space where I see everything. Like I know the reason for everything that happens. Everything. I know it all. Like I know it all. I could look at any person and I know everything about them. Everything. Like I know their entire backstory. Everything. Okay, so again, so either when I get high, I am the most freaking amazing person in the world. You know, like my mind could tell these amazing stories where people should just be recording it because it would be these huge major movies. I mean, there'd be like all of these TV shows because of what I see happening, and I can access anything at any time, right? So again, so that's the one option, is that I'm just this guy who gets high and has this huge internal world, this amazing internal world where there's an answer for every single thing that happens and why it happens, okay? Or the other part is, can you see my number 2? The other part is that what I'm saying is all true. That the stuff that's in the blog, there's really not much, but basically the entire thing about the I am presence. Here, this picture here, that it's all true. Right? So we are all, so saying that this is all true. So here we are, like you would think of this as being, I think of it as being God, right? This ball of energy. And so when God looks down into our human form, God sees me or you. God sees us. So I'm saying that this is completely true. And then when I look up, actually the answer is when you actually look in yourself, but that's a whole other thing. But when I look in that direction, all I see is God. So do you make the connection? So what I'm saying, that this is really actually true, that I am an image of God, or I'm in the mind of God. I am God. Because when I look up, that's all I see. And when God looks down, that's all God sees, is just me. Just like when God looks down at you, that's all he sees is you. And God can only make perfection. So I'm saying that all this is true. What I'm telling you is true. And this is where I'm laughing at it, because I'm like, there can't be people who don't get it. Come on. You're telling me there's some people out there that eventually will watch this video or something at some time. They're going to actually doubt that what I'm saying is true. They're just going to think that I'm just this guy who gets high and has this amazing inner world. Come on. That I could have, I mean, forget like Star Trek, Star Wars. My world, oh my gosh, the things I see that I could write about. Come on. They're saying that I'm like more creative than that person. Wouldn't I have those abilities when I'm not high? And that's where it would be interesting to have somebody, you know, some medical doctor or whatever, give an opinion. See? And then this is why I'm laughing, because I'm like thinking that somebody eventually is going to think this video is like funny or that true or whatever. and that they're going to be like editing it or contacting me for me just to keep saying this over and over. And people are going to like basically laugh at me because I'm just going to sit there like on a stage and tell people like it's all true. Like, come on, people, you really don't know it's all true. Like, I could look at any one of those and I could tell them how amazing they are and tell them about their life. They're like, come on. Come on. Do you really need me to do that? No, come on. People really need that. Come on. Come on. Come on. Do you get why I'm saying that? Come on. You probably have no idea. Oh my gosh, people have no idea. Oh my gosh, I'm just looking at the one note. No, I wouldn't say, oh no, I wouldn't say I'm a guru. Oh my gosh, no. That's a whole nother thing. And I know I'm like, again, I'm either just really funny. So again, my whole thing, and again, this came to me months ago, and a lot of everything, things that I may share right now live are things that I wrote about before. And I wrote about how it would happen. And it's just like, come on. And now it's starting to happen. Like, come on. I already had it recorded months ago. Like, so again, so I'm laughing because the whole thing of like, please don't follow me. It's not about me. And it's actually not even about him. No, it's not about him. It's not about me. It's about you. It's about who you are. It's the information. Okay, I'm supposed to say that from a human point of view. So yeah, it's about the information. Like, that's where I see all these people go wrong. Oh my gosh, that's what I'm saying. Like, I could be on these TV shows and talk shows. I have so much shit to oh my gosh, okay, edit that word out. So much to share. Like, come on, where all these teachers went wrong is their students focused on them, not on the teachings. Oh my gosh, and then you have to hear my whole story about Jesus. Oh my gosh. Again, this would be like a freaking mini series. Oh my gosh, of like Jesus before he was born. Before he was born. Like, it's hilarious. I mean, it's hilarious. And Jesus actually sounds like he's a pothead. That's how he talks when he comes to me. Oh my gosh, it's like so funny. He's like, yeah, dude, what's up? And I'm just like, oh gosh, you're Jesus. It's like funny. Come on. They're like, come on, people really, there's really people who are going to think that what I'm saying is funny. Like, they're going to just think I'm being funny when I can tell them the truth and tell them who they are. And I'm going to tell them how beautiful they are. Oh my gosh. Come on. Oh my gosh. Come on, people. You don't know? You have to know. This is just a game, right? Like, this is going to be like any minute. There's going to be like a camera coming out. What is that called? Like candid camera. And it's going to be a joke, right? This is just a whole joke, right? Like, this is not really real. Like, there's not a set. And come on. This can't be real. Come on. There's people who don't. Come on, people. Tell me. You read the words. You look and it's all true. The decrees. The answers are all there. And there's people who, okay, what does that mean? Okay, they want me to explain again. The answers come to, like, I hear the voices telling me in my head. So I'm either this delusional person with all these personalities. Oh my gosh, but because how am I so smart? Okay, I'm supposed to tell you something. Oh my gosh. I already forgot what I'm supposed to tell you. Okay, whatever. I know it wasn't about the perfection, but I was thinking about that. Oh my gosh, the perfection everywhere. Looking at every single person and how perfect they are. People have noticed that. Come on. Come on. You're playing a trick on me. That you're telling me that people don't believe that. Oh my gosh. Okay, let's go back to the Jesus story. Oh my gosh, before he was born? Oh my gosh. Come on. This would be a major... That'd be like one of those television series. Like, remember when Thornbirds came out? It'd be something like that. Oh my gosh. It's fun. I mean, maybe I should do it now. Let him come through and share it. But it's long. No, I don't know if it would prove like how creative I am. That I'm real. I mean, come on. I don't think I'm that creative. That's what I'm saying. Where does this information come from? I mean, I could do part of it, but it's just, come on. I don't need to do it because people, oh, come on. Okay, so it starts out. So we go back here to who we are. For lack of a word, God, right? So it goes back to then. So we'll just say God, or source, all that is, I am is like, oh, you know what? It's going to be like, and why he talks like Jewish guy, I don't know. He's like, oh, whose turn is it now? Like, one of you is supposed to go like down. You're supposed to like teach those people because I guess there's people that don't believe. And so you're supposed to go down and like, you have total control. Like, you know what? I don't care anymore. You have total creative control. Do what you want, how you want to do it. Spaceships flying. Like, I don't care. Do whatever. 3 feet, 4 feet, you do whatever you need to do. Whatever. Because I can't believe there's people that don't believe it. So who's next? Is it Saint Germain? Saint Germain's like, no, I'm not next. He's very prim and proper. He's like, no, I'm not next. No. I'm in the 2000s. But you know what? Jesus or whatever your freaking name is, like, no, you better not talk about the violet flame because that's going to be like my thing. My thing's like the violet flame and like how powerful it is and like whatever. Come on. How do I have all these freaking voices and know all this stuff about them? So then it goes back and then it's like, Jesus like, oh yeah, it's my turn. Yeah, okay, I'll think about it, dude. That's cool. Kind of cool, Pops. Yeah, he calls God Pops. And it's just like, so Jesus is like meeting with his group of people who eventually become his disciples, whatever. But again, like as a movie, it'd be a perfect thing. But anyways, so he's meeting with his group of people, like the spirit friends, like their counselors and whatever. And he's like, okay, dudes, like, I don't know, like I have to go down there and like teach them something. And like, I don't know, like, and I know people kind of doubt me because, I'm like slower and how I think about things and what I do. Like, but I want to do a good job. I want to do like the best job ever. Like I'm going to be like better than everyone. So you know what I thought about that no one thinks I will do? I'm going to be born. Yeah, I'm going to be born. I'm going to say I want to be born because, like that Saint Germain and the violet flame, like, what? You're just going to do like a violet flame thing and people are going to just imagine this violet. Come on. He's like, no. Like, I'm going to be born because what proof besides me being born? Like, what else could you do? I'm going to be born. I'm going to show him. I'm going to teach lessons, but like do it in stories and stuff so that they'll remember it. And then hopefully, some of them will write by then and they'll write it down. Like, come on, look at that dude. Like, no one would doubt it then. I'm going to show them all. They're like, no, you can't. Yes, I'm going to show them it all. I'm going to, show them that, the body, it don't matter. It's just a vehicle. It's not who you really are. Like, I'm going to show them that. And the friends are like, oh, come on, you can't. Like, what do you mean? And he's like, well, I don't know. I'm going to get like some type of disease or something. Something that like I have all the time, so that way it's like, like I could tell people like, see, I have this disease, but it's more than who I am. Now, why is he Western? I don't know his accent. Oh my gosh. And then the friends are like, well, but what if the disease you have, because you remember you still have to follow the human laws. So what if the disease, you can't really talk? How are you going to get your message through then? Or you can't like walk? Like, what are you going to do? Like, because I don't think you could show them like the flying and stuff like that, right? I don't think that's allowed there. So, what are you going to do then? And he's like, oh yeah, that's a good idea. Huh. Well, you know what? What would be the worst thing? The worst thing that could happen to a human to show him about the body that it doesn't matter. Oh my gosh. And the friends are like, what? No, you don't mean. He's like, yep. What if somebody kills me? I'm going to be murdered. So I'm going to first be tortured and then I'm going to be murdered. This way I can show people, see, the body. It's not about the body. That's not the truth of who you are. It's way more than that. So I'm going to show them. I'm going to show them that. And then, get this. Then I'm going to show them who they really are. I'm going to come back as my ascended self so they can see with their eyes. No one's going to doubt that. Come on. Look at that. When people think back about my story, the main thing they're going to remember is that I came back and showed them who they really are. So you guys call that the ascension, right? Where you merge your physical body with your soul body, so to speak, and you bring them together. And you're able to ascend because you've mastered it all. And so he's like, come on, look, I'm going to show them that. That's all. And then you're going to have these people that see it. And then, those people are going to tell people they know. And they're going to tell people they know. So it's just going to keep building. And we'll see how it does as it gets close to 2,000 years. But I think it should keep spreading, this thought that people know it's true because they've experienced it. And now they're going to experience it themselves. And it's going to keep rippling out. And he's like, yeah. And then, somebody then comes who's now from nowadays. And they're like, I don't know how to tell you this, Jesus. But, I don't know how to say this. Oh my gosh, it's so hard to say. But, I was kind of just down there checking on things and like, you are, oh my gosh, you're everywhere. Yes, people talk about you all the time. Yes, you did a good job, right? They still talk about you to today. Oh my gosh, people even debate about you. There's people who devote their life to you. Yeah, you did a good job. You should deserve a trophy because that was a good job. But the other thing is like, I hate, oh my gosh, to tell you, but like, the thing they remember about you is actually you're dying. I know. Oh my gosh, I know. That's the thing they remember. So come on, people. This is the Jewell again. Come on. This stuff. I'm that creative to create this whole scenario and this whole backstory to Jesus and what he wanted to do. Maybe I am just that creative. Okay, wow. If I'm that creative, I need to start writing stuff down. And how do I get like a publisher and editor and all these pieces? Because, wow. I mean, it's just nonstop. Nonstop. I mean, come on, that Jesus story, it's so funny. Oh, and then I have the new Scientology. That one I know is really controversial, and I don't know, it's like kind of funny. So like, okay, those of you who don't know, hopefully you do. I wonder if there's a time limit for being live. I don't know, but whatever. If you don't know, I think his name was L. Ron Hubbard. Created the Scientology, this church, organization, whatever you want to call it. He was so positive he would be back. So he still has a home, like in their land or whatever, property, estate, whatever. There's still, his home is still there. And they wash his clothes, or like his pajamas, I don't know, whatever. But they wash his clothes every day. Every day. Okay, and they put it on wherever, the bed or whatever. So, because they're waiting for him to come back. Because according to him, everything was the truth. Right? Like Scientology and all the stuff and about whatever the final thing was, that's hilarious. And I know it because of the Leah Remini specials. But, so okay. So, the new Scientology. Again, how do I know like I should create this whatever video? Trust me, I'm not all into like into social media and stuff like that. So L. Ron Hubbard, he's not coming back. I mean, I don't mean, well, yeah, no. His soul, no. Like the word I could use is what am I mean, it's not burning. It sounds bad when you say burning. It's purifying. So his soul was purified again. And it was, and so then it was purified with another soul. So like there's this like new combination. So yeah, like, so if he came back or part of his soul remembered that part, it wouldn't be so strong, or he wouldn't quite remember all of it because a lot of that was burned or purified. I'm sorry, it was purified. Anyways, so then I'm like, I could see where he left, like in the etheric realm, he left like this garbage. I'm sorry for calling it garbage, but like all these thoughts and stuff, he left it there. So again, because he figured when he comes back, he'll just go back to that place and he'll access those files and then he can go. So I'm thinking like me or somebody else, doesn't have to be me. I'm just saying, but say somebody, because we all know the truth, right? I'm telling you the truth. And that's why I'm laughing, because I'm like, come on, people are going to think that what I'm saying is going to be so funny and controversial, because it's not. So I'm like, so okay, so I'll go there, I'll access his files, and then I'll get dropped off at the gate. And I'm wondering, how much proof do they need? And two, when do they give up total control? So, because I'm imagining that he put something in place that if he comes back, it would be under his control again. It would no longer be controlled by that other guy who I don't know, and I'm just basing on what the Leah Remini specials were about. That guy, the tyrant guy, who's getting it all wrong. Anyways, but I'm like, so I'm wondering, like, one again, because you go there, anybody, right? I mean, why do you think he'd come back as a male? Whatever, you know. And he wouldn't even look the same. And that's so I think about, like, why did he have this thing set up so they would constantly wash his clothes and whatever? And I'm like, what if you come back in totally different shape, whatever? But whatever. So I'm thinking, who cares about that? So I go to the gate and I say, hey, I'm him. I'm him. And I imagine this probably happens a lot, I would guess. But anyway, so I'm like, I'm him. I'm thinking, what would be the next step? Like, would they arrest me? Now think about it. I'm him. Because I know all the information. So would they arrest me and interrogate me? And then it's like, oh, well, I know the secret word. I know there's a secret word I'm supposed to tell you. But I know you still don't believe that it's me. But I know it all. I know it all. So again, I would be telling him this. Like, I know it all. I know about the secret word. I know about the box. I know about the letter. I know what it all says. So where's the paperwork? So once I state it all, this is mine again. This is all mine that I created. I created for this moment. That's me ad-libbing a little bit. Right? So I'm there as L. Ron Hubbard, waiting. But it's like, what does it take? What does it take? Okay, so then, assuming that it all does happen, like I'm assuming how he set it up, right? So it's all verified. All the information given is verified completely. The entire backstory, his entire life, everything is verified. There's no doubt. It's all verified. Okay, so I'm like, okay, so then once that's done, then the new L. Ron Hubbard would then go have a meeting and would say, stop. Stop it all. Stop. Stop, stop, stop. I was wrong. I now know who I am. And then he decides to dedicate Scientology to promoting the I am presence. So again, think about this, the new Scientology, how much they have created. If you don't know, look at her video, watch her documentary. But how much wealth they have. Oh my God. And to go back and to use all that for the I am presence. So again, so kind of getting everything's verified, right? There must be a moment when he takes back control and it's all him. And I also wonder how safe he would feel. And then to make the decision to stop what you're doing, everybody to stop, and then to start focusing on the I am presence. So they make books, I'm sure, in every single language. So now the focus would be on taking the works that are already out there, maybe that have gone out of print, republishing them. And get this, every language, and they would be free. They would send them to you for free because they have so much freaking money, right? And now he's doing good. So he's going to send them for free. And then they have all these buildings everywhere, and they have this whole system of classes and stuff that they do. So they already have, meaning they have teachers. I'm sure they have PowerPoints and all these amazing presentations, right? So they have it all, right? They already have teachers and presenters, and I'm sure all these different pieces already in there. So then they just change their focus and they make presentations about like the 7 rays, make a presentation about each of the rays individually, right? About each of the ascended masters, or like where to begin, or curious about whatever. And they're just taking the information that's already out there and putting it. They're not adding anything or I guess subtracting it, because you're only taking pieces that relate to what you're talking about. But again, they're not adding anything to it, and they're just presenting it to people. And again, this would all be free. They already have the people in place. And again, the organization has so much money that they would just continue paying people their salary to work for spreading the word. And I'm like, okay, so they have that aspect. I know the whole thing with like their donation piece that they do, people have to pay, like that would just be stopped completely. And you can ask people for donations, and saying the donations are to keep the organization going and to keep providing this information for free, right? Because there is still money that needs for like the uptake of the website and the not the IP address, but like your domain name and stuff. Those things need to keep. So there needs to be like things in place where there needs to be like a lawyer who's paid basically continually till like the end of time, if there is such a concept, right? But like 50 or 100 years from now, they need to know who the next lawyer will be, so that these things keep happening and they're still, however the website is, they're still paying it. And then if websites are no longer a thing, that there's money so that they could pay them to have somebody create something. But all this needs to be written out in place. And I'm like, and they have so much money and resources. So I'm like, they already have, I sure I already said that, like, they already have like the printing press and stuff. So like to make all this stuff like would be totally free. Be totally free. But I wonder how much would come back at him from like the current leader and the current people. Part of it, if you look at it, would be like him giving them the big mic drop, like, this is it, this is the truth. And those that don't believe him will want to go off and start their own thing. Oh yeah, and all the websites. So I forgot about Scientology. Oh, they have websites about everybody. Every person. Maybe I'll get a website too now about me. And it's all like this lies and whatever that's created. And like, so all those resources, all those people they've been paying to do this, they're going to now shift it. And every website they have about every person out there. Because like even Leah Remini, they have a website about her. It would all change to having information about the I am presence. Think about that. Oh my gosh. I'm like, oh my gosh, that's such an amazing world that would be. Oh my gosh. Oh, I know I could go on. I feel like I need to stop because this is seeming too funny, that there's really people who don't believe what I'm saying. I can't keep talking about this no. They're saying there's still people who don't believe it. And the things I'm talking about on here will be so funny that people will like it. No. No. I know you all know. You all know the truth. Come on. Tell me you all know it. It's all out there. It's all out there. And as I'm ending this live stream, if you don't know what that means, you can start at the blog. I talk about my experiences, but there are learnings in there about how the information will come to you and where you will find it. But yeah. And then from there, it's all out there. It's all there. I mean, I don't need to tell you the next step because it's all there. Like, you will be guided. Just trust and believe what I'm saying. Like, read these decrees, read any of the decrees. Right? I am the light of God. And it's feeling it and knowing it in that moment. It happens. It's all true. That's what I'm saying. So if you read it and you don't feel it, search. What is blocking you from feeling the truth, from knowing the truth, that everything is perfect? Everything is perfect. Come on. You serious? They want me still to record every so many days to do like a record. They're saying, oh, you're not going to do it. Come on, it's too simple. I don't want to call people stupid, but it's too. Okay, fine. If I need to keep doing it, I'll keep doing it. Okay, I'm stopping for now, people. I think it's funny that I make these and people, because there's people that don't believe it still. It's too funny. Anyways, I am a cosmic messenger. I go by the name The Jewell. I do come in peace.